Hi everyone, Sarah from the Y here. I hope everyone is doing well. Sorry for being a little bit late. Had some technical difficulties, which is okay. As we know, I tend to have them. So I just wanted to pop on and talk a little bit about our aquatics portion of the Y. It is National Water Safety Month. So I wanted to share some fun trivia. I know I said things about aquatic safety in particular. We have worked together to be able to post all month long in regards to some water safety topics. So take a look further down the page, as well as some other posts that will be coming later this month. So that is definitely here, but I wanted to share some fun trivia before we get started. So one of them that I have is, it kind of shocked me. I actually didn't know this. But the question is, who invented swim fins? So those are the things that we put on our feet to help get a stronger kick and everything. So if anyone knows that answer, I'm not going to say it right now, but who invented swim fins? That response totally shocked me. So now, I'll just share some facts throughout and share some questions, but I wanted to come on and be able to make one, all three, two of them, try to figure it out from there, these little pom-pom aquatic animals. So it is a kit that makes one octopus, one tropical fish, and one whale. This, I believe I got at a craft store or Walmart even. All of the things are in here, as well as the directions to make all of them. Personally, the directions are kind of vague. It just shows everything being together, but that's okay. So we'll figure it out as we go. I've never made this one. So this is, I think like $1 or $2. Oh, I got it at AC Moore because it says it on the back. So these are really fun. So let's open it nice and easy so I don't rip the directions. Hello, everyone. We did ask a question right when we first started with some different swimming stuff, which is super fun. The question was, who invented swim fins? The response absolutely shocked me, so I want to share some of these things because they were just super fun to find some things out. And it is National Water Safety Month, so we've been posting throughout the month as well some different safety topics for you guys to be able to share with your families or anyone else that you know that has access to water. It's really super important, not just pools. So I would like to start with the octopus. The only reason why I'm picking this one is because it's orange, and orange is my favorite color. So the octopus, according to the directions, has one pom-pom, two of the pipe cleaners, and two wiggly eyes. So I think it's the least in depth, so I think we should do it. So here's the bag. Like I said, it has all of them in there. The googly eyes. I almost said wiggly eyes. That would have been a weird sound. But these can definitely keep everyone occupied for a while. I do have a few others at home as well. It is a kit that makes a turtle and something else. I forget what the other aquatic animal is, but these are great. Great kits. So let's separate out. You are going to need scissors to cut the pipe cleaners. And I do have a hot glue gun plugged in. So you can use any type of glue, but of course these are, obviously a little bit different texture. So I would make sure to use hot glue. It is going to be easier to be able to stick them together. So we have the orange pom-pom that we need for the octopus. I'm assuming all of these are for the dolphin. This, I believe, is for the dolphin. Yep, because that's its fins. That's for the whale. And we have our two pink pipe cleaners. So let me cut open the eyes as well. What's really fun is that there's two sets that are normal circles and then one set that's oval. And I think the whale gets the oval ones because it's on the side, which is pretty fun. So yeah, 2 bags of things. Pretty easy so far. All right. So the answer to the first question is that Benjamin Franklin actually invented swim fins. I didn't know that, and I think that's amazing because I've used them for a lot of my swimming career. It's pretty fun. Let's see. So I'm going to cut this in half. Again, it's just a pink pipe cleaner. They call it something else on the kit, but it's a pink pipe cleaner. So I cut it in half. And actually, just so it's done, and I have it here now, I'm actually going to cut the second pink pipe cleaner in half. Okay. So This pom-pom got a little squish, so I'm just going to fluff it up a little bit here. Super fun. All right, let's see. So we got Benjamin Franklin as our first trivia question. Here's a good one, since it was supposed to be an Olympic year this year. In 1900, so a long time ago, what aquatic sport was added to the Olympics that year? I learned a lot by reading this. This is fun. All right, so we have the orange pom-pom. It needs to have, I'm going to call it a little halo. A little halo. It has 2 eyes, a circular nose, and then the rest become curly legs. So let's work on maybe making the halo on the top. This is definitely way bigger than it needs to be, so I might actually even just cut it again so it fits a little bit better. And then because I just want to make sure, I'm going to hot glue the end and just let it sit so it gets kind of stuck together for us here. Loop this around. All right, I'm going to let this sit for a second, leaning up against my red cup that I have in every video because that has everything we could need in it. And then one thing when we're cutting all of our pipe cleaners, it's going to leave a lot of fuzzies everywhere, which is fun. All right, what do we say? Ooh, so that's why we cut our little halo. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be the nose. So all you need to do is keep curling it in on itself. This is super fun, actually. It's quite relaxing. Okay. So, how's that? All right, so this is going to be a little bit lower down on the face. Let's see. All right, so the other trivia question that we just talked about is, in 1900, what aquatic sport was added to the Olympics? I'm going to glue on this nose, and then we're going to talk about that one. Okay. Like I said, the kit says you can use any glue as long as it's thick craft glue, thick craft glue or hot glue. So I'm using hot glue. All right, so the nose is on there. It looks super fun. The sport that was added to the Olympics, the aquatic sport that was added to the Olympics in 1900 was actually water polo. So that's super fun. Water polo is really hard. You have to tread the whole time. It's intense. It's like soccer. All of a sudden the ball's here and it goes flying and then you got to go the other way. All right, we're going to glue on the eyeballs. We'll do one at a time. So all this hot glue doesn't get stuck everywhere. How about that? Okay, there's one eye. I'm going to just push it and hold it. I'll go to another Olympic question, a more modern Olympic question, since, like I said, it was supposed to be an Olympic year. It's postponed, obviously. How many total medals has Michael Phelps won? My gut answer, a lot. But does anybody know that number? And I'll give you a hint, it's more than 20. If you know, put it in the comments. If you have a guess, put it in the comments. Let's see. All right, that's the second eye on our octopus. It looks really funny because, like I said, it's just the head, the nose, and the eyes. Oh, this eye's falling off. Okay, good. Whew. Save the day. We saved the day. Okay. Now, our little halo, as I called it, that we made. Let's see how it fits on his head. So me personally, I think it's kind of an odd addition, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of glue on the back and then just push the headpiece on. That way it stays on the pom-pom. And guess what, guys? We are seriously like 2/3 of the way done. That's how quick this is. So I love these kits because it's very fun how all 3 pieces, everything you need comes in one pack, but you can do different things. Multiple kids, so they can each have their own animal, or you can do for one child multiple times in a day or 3 days in a row. All right, we're getting there. So next we have our legs. What's so fun about using pipe cleaners and hot glue is all the residue. So I have one piece here. There's 3 of them left. What I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold them in half. Again, the directions are not very clear. This is all it says. So I'm giving you the best idea that we can give while crafting. And as I've always said in my craft videos, this really is being able to use your imagination and make it how you want it, which is super fun. So I'm going to fold all 3 in half. Okay. And then we have to curl up our legs on the end. So I'm going to open it up, and I think I'll do 2 little curls. So it looks like that. Now let's do the other side. Be careful on the ends sticking through, because those are some of the spots that we cut already. So it might be a little bit more sharp. I'm used to it, but others might not be. So here we go. 38. What a great guess. You're close, because it's more than 20 and it has an 8 in it. I don't know if I just gave the answer. It has an 8 in it, but it's not 38. Good guess. Let's guess again. All right, so I'm going to curl the other leg up. That is a great guess. All right. So let's not forget to spread it out, because this is what I think is going to keep our octopus up. Okay, we have one more leg to curl here. Let's keep curling. Okay. Perfect. All right, so we have 3 sets of legs. What I think might be the easiest, because really this is the only bottom part we have, I think we can glue all of these pieces over. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Linda. I just asked a question in regards to how many total medals has Michael Phelps won. And I gave the hint that it's more than 20 and it has an 8 in it. I think I practically gave the answer, but that's okay. All right, so we're gluing the octopus legs all together. I just decided to stagger it. We're going to have to adjust them, but I think this is going to work out really well, and I'm excited about it. Okay, so let's let this dry. Let's let it dry. Here's the legs. Oh, they're all pretty even. I know you guys can see that, so that's great. Let's turn it this way. Now I'm messing it. Perfect. So now we're just going to have to glue the head onto the body. Okay. So the answer to how many total medals Michael Phelps has won is 28. That's crazy. Good job, Michael. Okay. Let's add another question. What swimming technique was George Corson credited with? Let's guess. What swimming technique was George Corson, C-O-R-S-A-N, credited with? All right, so I put a piece of hot glue on the bottom of the head, and I'm just going to hold it here for a minute so it has a second to dry. Let's let it dry. How cute is this octopus? Minus the hot glue strand. That was, okay, cool. Yay! I think we're done. How cute. All right, I'm going to put him to the side so he can dry. But I think we can move on. So we did the octopus. What if we did the tropical fish? When did we do the tropical fish? That'll be super fun. So the tropical fish has a light blue head, which I'm assuming is this one. It has a mixed color of blue and white, 3 of them. 2 are one size, another is smaller, and then it has a little dark blue tail. So we'll have to put them in that order before we hot glue them together. It has 2 googly eyes. And then it looks like we have 2 yellow pipe cleaners, but we have one being a tail end fin and 2 on the side and 1 on the top. We're going to have to figure these out. But what I did bring is extra pipe cleaners. So if we need to make something, I brought extra. Only because I've never made these, so I wanted to work together with everybody and make it. All right, let's make this tropical fish. This is what we're going for. This is what he looks like. Let's do it. All right, so this one's the head, and we're gonna stick the bigger 3/4 of an inch blue to each other. So I am gonna put all the white of the pom-pom on the bottom, and we're gonna sit here and we're gonna hold it together. I love doing this with you guys. It's super fun and relaxing, and this one I decided to just wing it and let's see what happens. I love it. All right. So George Corson, what swimming technique was he credited with? Radial breathing. So he started with teaching the front crawl and being able to breathe to multiple sides and having the breathing in there. That is pretty crazy. And I don't have a year on that, so that would be interesting to see. All right, those two feel pretty secure. Let's get that next 3/4 piece again with as much of the white down on the bottom. This looks super fun. All right. For some of my Y folks out there, what year was the Y founded in London, England? Because why not? It's London, England. Let's see. I'm getting hot glue strands all over. All right. So we have the head and we have 2 body pieces. Let's get, I think it's a 1/2 inch. Yep. The 1/2 inch blue and white pom-pom stuck with the white side down. So many strings. I'm gonna have to pull them all. I'll stick to aquatic related, but I wanted to ask the Y question. So what year was the Y founded in London, England? 1844. How fun. Look at all this string on me. All right, let's get a swimming question. Here's an aquatic. Well, I'll wait till we do the whale to ask that one. How about that? Because it's about a whale. When were the first rubber swimming goggles invented? The ones that go on your eyes. What year was the first rubber goggles invented? All right. We have the little solid blue on the tail here, the little backside. So I'm going to stick that there. And we're going to hold it for, let's do 10 seconds. I think that'll be super fun. Okay. That's what I love about hot glue. Dries pretty quick. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. It's looking pretty accurate thus far. Okay. Now, we need to get the eyeballs on there. They are on the sides of the pom-poms. So we need to make sure to put them in the accurate spot. Really, you can put them wherever you want, but let's make sure our little tropical fish can see accurately, huh? All right. The year that rubber goggles were invented was the 1930s. I don't have an exact year. I just have the 1930s. But that's pretty cool to think about because before that, they didn't use anything. They just swam. Or they weren't rubber and they hurt. Which, that's not fun either. But that's okay. All right. How are we looking? This side's a little bit more blue. Probably didn't do too well on eye placement. But that's okay. All right. So now we need to figure out our little, I can't even speak today. Our little yellow pipe cleaners. They call them something else, but that's okay. So if we do this, does that equal the back tail? But then what about the top fin? All right, I'm going to cut off this bigger end part. Okay, throw them out. I always got my little trash can here. All right, we need to figure out how to get this to stay on the end. It's hard because we don't really see the back end. Or do we cut this part too? We are figuring out as we go, and I love it. All right. Let's stick this in here with some hot glue. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I cut it in half. And I'm just gonna use the little end and I'm gonna put some hot glue on it. And then I'm gonna stick it in between the head and the first blue and white body part. That's where I'm gonna start with the little side fin. I love that we're able to figure this out together. This is great. Okay, same thing with the other side, as it already has hot glue on it. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna put some hot glue on the end. And then I'm gonna just stick it in between the head and the first blue and white piece. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. Very good, very good. Okay. Now, we have a fin on the top and the two in the back. This is what's confusing me because this is all I've left. But I'm gonna cut it, I think. I'm gonna cut it in half. Going for it. Just going for it. All right. Now, I'm gonna cut the top too, so it's a little poofier at the end. Makes it look a little bit more fun at the end. I'm gonna glue again, right on the end. And then I'm going to stick it in between that first and second one again. Looks a little funny right now, but I'm going to curve it back. Looks like he has a mohawk a little bit. His hair is crazy. It's spiking up. Okay. We'll let that one dry before I curl it so I don't break the pom-poms apart. And then we have our little tail end. I'm trying to think if I do this, if that's enough. I may just do that. Then I'll hot glue right here and stick it on the back pom-pom because the back pom-pom's really kind of small. All right, so while we're letting this dry, let's figure out. We talked about goggles. We've talked about who got credited for breathing for the first time with front crawl, which is our freestyle strokes. We talked about Michael Phelps. Ooh, here's a fun one. What was the first ocean liner to have a swimming pool on board? So, like a cruise ship or a boat or something. What was the first ocean liner to have a swimming pool on board? All right. So we've got the back. I'm going to curl this one now that I think it's pretty dry and pretty secure. Curl that one back a little bit. And these, I'm going to curl back and down. Not bad for our little tropical fish. I think we did okay. All right, so we're going to put him next to our octopus. Don't forget, this is the octopus we just made too. We've got one more to go. We now have the whale that we're going to make. So the whale has 5 different size pom-poms. 3 of them, the biggest 3, are black and white, and then we just have a solid black and then an even smaller solid black. So let's start with the biggest 2, and we'll hot glue them together. Get quite a bit of glue there, just to make sure we're secure. The Adriatic, that's a great guess. It kind of rhymes with that. It's a great guess, Linda. Good to see you too, my friend. Your smiling picture. It kind of rhymes with Adriatic. Adriatic. Can't speak today. Really cannot. I'm so sorry. All right, these 2 are secure. Do you have another guess? All right, I do the black and white one to the second one. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of hot glue there again. And for those who just joined us, we're making the whale pom-pom animal. We've done an octopus and we've done a tropical fish. And these are all in one kit, which is awesome. Hi, Linda. Okay. Give that a second to dry. Okay, because we have 2 more to go. And then we have some crazy supplies in this one. This one's pretty cool. It's purple and blue. We have a blue. And then, like I said, we have those kind of smaller oval googly eyes. So these are fun. There's literally fuzzies everywhere. It's hysterical. All right, now we're doing the next size down of a solid black pom-pom. We're just continuing to make this body. It's pretty cool. All right, the answer is the Titanic. That was the first ocean liner to have a swimming pool on board. I know all of us have heard of the Titanic by this point. That's pretty great. That is pretty great. All right, back to an Olympics question. Again, still a little sad about the postponement of it, so we're going to talk about it. What country won every single swimming event in the 1948 Olympic Games? Can you imagine one country winning every single swimming event today? That would be not heard of. But in 1948, there was one country that won. And what is that country? Okay. So all 5 pom-poms are secured together. It's kind of like a little weird hump. It's so fun. Okay. Next on our directions, we need to make a tail, 2 fins. It has spritzing water. It has the striped beard on the bottom and the eyes. Okay. I feel like the eyes are going to be the easiest part of this whole thing. So let's do them. Once again, they are on the side and kind of towards the bottom. So I'm just going to lay it down real quick and kind of see where that is. Because I don't want to glue them in the wrong spot like I did the tropical fish. He was a little bit crooked because I glued him in the wrong spot. Very fun. Let's see. All right, so the country that won every single swimming event in the 1948 Olympics was USA, the United States of America. That's pretty unheard of. Gives you a good sense of pride. Good sense of pride. All right. And if anyone knows me pretty well, they know that I love elephants and I collect elephants. So this next one is kind of 2 passions, elephants and swimming. How many miles can an elephant swim in one day? How many miles can an elephant swim per day? It's a lot. Okay. So we have the bodies. We have the eyes. Let's do the little under part. I'm a little confused because it doesn't really show you. Oh, it's like the big jaw with the teeth. Oh my gosh, that's tremendous. Okay, so we need to make it curved to the bottom, and we're going to have to glue it there. Yeah, let's do that. How many miles can an elephant swim in one day? Oh, that is cute. Okay, let's get this glued on. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it, but let's do it. All right, I'm just going to go all the way around without burning myself. And then now I'm going to just secure it on the black and white parts. Oh my gosh, that is cute. Those are the cutest little things. Okay. There's our little mouth. And last, we'll do the water spritzing out of the whale. So we have to figure this big black hunk of a pipe cleaner. Okay, because we need a tail and the 2 side fins. I guess if I cut them here, we can work that way. Let's do it. Cutting, close to the middle as possible. All right, so the answer to how many miles an elephant can swim per day is 20. They can swim for 20 miles a day. That's a lot. That would be a lot of laps in the pool. But granted, in 24 hours, I think we all could do that. That would be impressive. All right, so this little back fin, when we did the tropical fish, we turned it on its side. When we're going to do the whale, we're going to lay it flat. Okay? America. Yes, Linda, America, USA. And I'm going to glue it to the back little one. Okay. I'm just going to do one little dot though, since that pom-pom in the back is not that big. And I'm just going to lay it here and apply a little pressure. There's so many fuzzies. I love it. Yes. Wow. I believe to either America or 20 miles. Either way, wow to both of them. Now that we're working on the whale, I get to ask the whale trivia question. So, about how big is the belly button of a blue whale? I know we're not working on the blue whale, but about how big is the belly button on a blue whale? So fun. All right. So now we need to figure out our side fins. Do we bend it in half and turn it? I think we can do that. So what I did is I folded it in half and then I curved it so we can curve them back. So I'm going to hot glue that again, that really pointy kind of back end. I'm trying to use my forehead as a different color because you can't see it on my shirt. And we're going to glue it, and then we're going to stick it between the pom-poms, between the first and second one, so that, okay, perfect. These are the last 3 pieces. How sad. Okay, that is one side fin. About how big is the belly button of a blue whale? If you're just joining us, we're making a whale, so we're doing some trivia. All right, the other side fin, again, hot gluing that little sharp point, sticking it between the head and the first body part. I'm going to squeeze them together. Amazing. Okay, we're on the last part. Here's our whale so far. We have to make our little water spout, our little spritz. I think they call it a spritz. Yeah, we're making a spritz. This little part right here. All right, so I'm going to cut off this really sharp end. That way we have 2 that are symmetrical. And I'm just going to fold it in half. And we're going to hot glue, again, that little tinier end. And then when we put it in, we can, boop, just like that. So let's do that now. It's going to go in between the head and that first body part. We're going to hold it here for a second. And to answer the second to last trivia question about how big a blue whale's belly button is, it's about 8 inches, which I don't have a ruler in front of me, but it's pretty big. 8 inches is a lot. All right, let's end with a swimming question. I'm trying to think. We've already mentioned his name. Oh, since we're talking about animals and swimming, what is the fastest swimming animal? What is the fastest swimming animal? And if you need a hint, one of our summer swim team and swordfish swim clinics have a group named this. That's my hint for you for the Sussex Y. All right, our whale is done. Here is our whale spitting water with its little fin in the back. And we have our little cute tropical fish with a tail in the back. And we have our little pom-pom and pipe cleaner octopus. Those are the 3 animals we made here together. All it is pom-poms, pipe cleaners, and googly eyes. Hot glue gun and scissors. You guys can totally do this. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I got these at AC Moore. I believe it was $1. And it's the 3-pack. So this was super fun. The answer to that is, I was going to say, and then I saw Linda. Linda said the marlin. That is one of our groups. However, it's actually the sailfish. So that's our 9 to 12-year-olds, our middle range. We have tunas, sailfish, and marlins, which another trivia question, since we have a few seconds here, is at what speed can a tuna swim? So we have tuna, sailfish, marlin. Tuna in miles per hour can swim 47 miles per hour. 47 miles per hour. Sometimes that's not even my speed limit on my drive home. It's amazing. Thank you so much for joining me here today, guys. Again, these are the animals that we made. It was super fun to actually figure it out together since there were really no directions. But if you have these supplies at home, you don't need the kit and you don't need the directions. You can just watch this and we can do this together. It's very simple. It is National Water Safety Month, so we've already posted, I believe, about 4 videos for you guys about some different safety topics, and there's a ton more coming. This Friday is May 15th. That is our International Water Safety Day. So we're going to be doing something fun with that as well. So just wanted to let you guys know, even though we're doing a craft, it can definitely be aquatic related. And we miss you and we're going to see you soon. All right. Bye, everyone.